Welcome to Politics News Wolf US channel. Every human being needs friends because when people are alone, they become helpless in the face of big problems. Politicians also always need friends. Lately, Putin allies are constantly losing power. In the process, Putin is embarrassing himself all over the world, and he's backed into a corner. The recent news from Turkey has been very upsetting for Putin. Putin has become one of the most important topics of politics in Turkey. The elections in Turkey can also affect the war between Russia and Ukraine. The whole world is waiting for the results of these elections. So what is the latest situation in the elections in Turkey? Why is Putin on Turkey's agenda as anchor news team? We contacted veteran journalists in Turkey and conducted a comprehensive research on this issue. Let's start, if you are ready. Let us first recall the relations between Russia and Turkey. Turkey is located south of Russia. For Russia to use the Black Sea, it needs to use the straits, which Turkey controls. Russia imports large quantities of agricultural products from Turkey. Turkey buys natural gas from Russia. Turkey has strong ties to NATO due to the geographical circumstances. It also maintains balanced relations with Russia. Turkey is considered a continuation of the Ottoman Empire. The Ottoman Empire, too, always tried to maintain a policy of balance between Russia and the Western countries. Turkey is a country connected to the Balkans, the Caucasus, the Middle East, the Mediterranean, the Black Sea, and Europe due to its geographical location. Turkey aims to get along well with all countries and foreign policy. Russia has been trying to improve its relations with Turkey in recent years. This is especially aimed at improving the friendship between Erdogan and Putin. Due to the major economic crisis in Turkey, cooperation with Russia has increased. Putin aims to bring Erdogan under his influence over time. Parties in Cherokee advocate anti-Western policies are currently supporting Erdogan. These parties want Turkey to reduce its ties with Western countries. This is exciting for Putin. Putin wants Turkey to become an ally of Russia. That's why he is allegedly supporting Erdogan. Putin postponed Turkey's natural gas tax. Before the election, Erdogan said that natural gas will be free for the whole population for a month. This was one of the most important steps of Erdogan's election campaign. Erdogan also made an important opening during the election campaign, and nuclear power plant was built, which Russia and Turkey will manage together. This plant is very important for Putin. But despite all this, Erdogan does not support Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Erdogan is making many moves to anti-war as soon as possible, and Turkey has always supported the Ukrainian army. Turkey's commitment to NATO is very strong. That's why Turkey continues to support Ukraine. But according to Turkey's opposition, this support is not enough. Kemal, the strongest opponent of Erdogan in Turkey, made important statements on this issue. Kılıçdaroğlu said that they will send more support to Ukraine if they win the election. In addition, Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu visited the US and Europe shortly before he became a candidate. During his trip, he met with important investors and academics. After the meetings, he gave many interviews to the VA media. In these interviews, Kılıçdaroğlu emphasized that Turkey wants to strengthen its relations with Europe. He underlined that Turkey is a European country. Kılıçdaroğlu's statements finds support in Turkey. According to Turkey's most reliable polling companies, Kılıçdaroğlu is now ahead of Erdogan. Shortly after these polls were published, one of the opposition candidates withdrew from the election. The expectation that Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu would win the elections increased even more. Everyone in Turkey is waiting for the elections, but before the elections, an interesting debate soared in Turkey. Russia is known to interfere in elections in different countries around the world. Opens, living in Turkey. We're worried about this. Shortly before the elections, edited photos of some politicians started to be shared on social media. It was out that these posts were organized by Russia. Kamal KK made a statement on this issue. Kamal KK published a message in Russia. KK threatened the Kremlin in this message. Kasark declared that if the Kremlin interferes in the elections in Turkey, it'll receive a very harsh response. This message was shared by millions of people in Turkey. President Erdogan reacted against Kamal Kit for this statement. However, the statement had so much impact that Kremlin officials had to make a statement. Kremlin spokesman Pasko said that Russia did not interfere in the elections, but Turks do not trust Pako's statements. Kemal responded to Pako's statement. He emphasized that Russia should not interfere in the elections. Thinks that a balanced policy should be implemented with Russia. Klo also aims to conclude a series of agreements with the European Union. Within the framework of these agreements, he promises to introduce visa-free travel between Turkey and European countries. Klo has another promise that deserves Russia. According to the project, a railroad network from Turkey to China will be established. This network will increase the trade capacity of Eastern countries with Western countries. This railroad system could harm Russia's commercial power. The Kremlin administration is worried about this. The results of the Turkish election will have a serious impact on all European countries and Russia. International newspapers describe this election as the most critical election of 2023. Many articles about the election results are published every day. These articles emphasize that the results of the elections in Turkey will affect international relations all over the world. Most analysts say KK has a strong chance of win these elections. But Gan, Turkey's veteran leader, is also running a strong political campaign. It is impossible to know exactly how the elections will turn out. It is also known that Turkey's commitment to NATO will continue regardless of who wins the election. All analysts emphasize Turkey's critical importance for NATO. Both Erdogan and Kişi believe that Turkey is part of the vast. The people of Turkey are also very sensitive about Ukraine. Non-governmental organizations in Turkey have collected millions of dollars worth of humanitarian aid for the Ukrainian people. Turk City, Ukrainian people as friends. This attitude of the people in Turkey also affects politics. All leaders in Turkey have to support Ukraine. Thank you for watching the video. We value your opinion. Please comment, share them with us, and thank you so much once again for watching this video. See you in my next video.